Hello everybody, and in today's video about Spelunky 2, I'm going to teach you how to reach and beat Sunken City, because that's what you need to do in order to get the classic guy skin, which looks pretty unique and awesome actually. But enough dilly-dallying, let's go right into the video. Step 1. Get the key from the dwellings to the special chest and collect the Ujiri. Usually the key, well actually, the cup holder, the shopkeeper, and the Ujiri don't spawn till 1-2 through 1-4. So in the feel free to do whatever you want in the first level, or just kind of speedrun it. And usually the entrance to the chest, always looks like this. The key will randomly spawn anywhere across the map of the current level. You just gotta go look for it. If you had to use bombs and ropes, then use them. But if you don't have to, then try to save as many as you can. Alright, so 1-4 is when you meet the first boss in the game. You're just gonna make it all the way down. And voila. This is Mole Man. Now what he will try to do is, if you're far away, he will try to roll and literally just try to crush you like a boulder. But we can use this to our advantage by making him, as you just saw, crush all the blocks out of the way, so that we can make it to the next biome, you could say. But in Spelunky 2, there's actually two ways you can go. Either or is fine, you can choose whichever way. But in the right, there's the microwave. And in the left, there's the vegetable caves. Now, this leaves us with step 2. Either get the crown from the microwave, or get the headjet from the vegetable caves. Now, if you're planning on getting the crown from the microwave, first you must find this drill with purple blocks around it, and put the Ujiri in the slot right there in the middle. It kind of acts like a key. And as shown, it activates the drill, drilling all the way down to Vlad's lair. That's where you can find the crown. Speaking of Vlad's lair, Vlad is actually the one who guards the crown. If you want to one-shot him super easily, you gotta find this Vlad Hunter dude. By getting this silver key in this cave, it always looks like this. You can now go find Vlad's Hunter and free him from his cell that he was trapped in. In return, he'll help you out by one-shotting Vlad, which is kind of insane. But the real reason you want to take out Vlad is because his cave actually gives you a double jump, which is really nice and can help you out a lot. But if you don't want to do this step, you don't have to, it's not a must-have. You can actually just take the crown and run from Vlad. That works out too. If you want the headjet, you gotta find the black market. You can find it by using the Ujiri. It blinks faster and faster the closer you are. Once it blinks like crazy, you blow up the terrain, and behind it, the black market entrance should be there. Once there, you gotta buy the headjet hat. Or if you try stealing it, risk dying to the shopkeepers. And if you make it out alive, there's gonna be one of his little buddies right there, right in the exit, camping. In each and every level. Okay, now it's time for step 3. The game's second boss fight. Olmec. Okay, his first stage is pretty easy. All you gotta do is make him like crush a block or a layer of block, and then look for a gap for you to walk into. And then you kind of want to run into him to make sure he smashes the exact same area, and then run back, and then just repeat the process. Like so. Okay, then for his next stage, he will literally throw bombs at you. So you kind of want to, as soon as you beat him in the first stage, you want to stay on top of his head. Because if not, it's pretty tricky to hit those purple things that allow him to hover, especially without the double jump or a jetpack or anything that can help you reach them. So instead, while you're staying on his head, you want to make sure that he crushes this gray block in the bottom of the floor, which should now give you reach to the purple hovering thingies, allowing you to do this like over and over again. And yeah, you just repeat it. Okay, in his third stage, what he will do, he will try to like crush you 2 times and then spawn like 2 aliens on his left and his right. Trying to do this normally can get pretty chaotic, especially when there's a bunch of aliens over there that can blow up if you whip them, and shoot lasers if you're underneath them. So instead, stay on top of his head and bring him all the way to the left of the map until he's touching the wall. Then run underneath him and just stomp on the alien that comes out. Doing this repeatedly will allow you to defeat him way faster and easier too. Now congratulations, you have now been Olmec. Just make sure you enter the entrance before it's too late, and then you can't enter it no more. Now just make it all the way up until you see the ankh. This is essentially a second life, and it's really nice, if you're not doing the Easter egg, or going to Sunken City. But we're going to need it for Sunken City for the next step, so try not to lose with it. At least not yet. Now on to step 4. For step 4, you must choose between going to the aquarium or the museum. You can always tell which is which by the critters in front of the entrances to each one. Also, it doesn't matter which way you go. If you're planning on going into the aquarium with either the headjet or the crown, you can go and pick up the sword, which spawns in 4-2. Alright, and then at the next level, leave your sword where it is. This is when we're going to have to use the ankh, our second life. What you want to do is go look for this cave that looks exactly like this. It usually has a block you can push, like, all the time. And then you want to travel all the way down until you find this exit. Now go through the exit and mess with the idol. This should activate the lava, making you lose. But this is okay, this is what we want, because the lava is actually blocking a secret exit. So when you respawn, pick up your sword and go through the secret exit. Don't forget about the sword. Now in the next level, you're going to fight a mini-boss who is the grown-up version of Raphael from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But first you want to go through this entrance in the water, and climb all the way up to find some exits. This is where you can jump off and crack open the shell, and slice and dice until he drops a tablet. Make sure to collect the tablet. If you're planning on going to the museum, you gotta first take out Anubis. When he's taken out, he drops a very unique looking key, and he spawns in 4-1. In the next level, you're going to find this entrance to the City of Gold. You can open it by having the key and the crown, or the key and the headjet. Once at the City of Gold, you got to lose on this cup holder, which is kind of dark, but it teleports you to the oven. Also, because of the ankh, you'll have a second life, so don't worry about it. But once you're actually there, you have to climb all the way up. You got to make sure you dodge the Slither.io Pro. If not, he's going to get you and one-shot you. Once you reach the very top, you get to meet the boss, aka, what me and my little brother like to call him, the Big Fat Rat, and his minion, Anubis' cousin. Taking out the Big Fat Rat makes him drop the tablet, and spawn the exit. Make sure to pick up the tablet before you go. Also, taking out Anubis' cousin makes him drop a jetpack, which is really nice. Once you got everything you need, just head on out to the exit, which is the wormhole. Now on to step 5. There's nothing special to do in the refrigerator, so you're good, but in the next level, Big Brain Caves, you must look for this entrance with the elevator, which spawns in 6-2. In this room, there seems to be a bunch of mini statues, but there's actually a hatchimal disguising itself as one. We gotta use the tablet we collected to find the correct statue. That is the hatchimal. The tablet will tell you 3 things to look out for that's on the hatchimal. The material, which is onyx, jade, clay, or wood. It also tells you the luck, which is tall, smiling, simple, or cracked at Fortnite. And then the last thing it says is the symbol, which is the snake, vortex, ankh, or eye. With this knowledge, press pause and look through your items. You should be able to find the tablet. It will pick a different material, look, and symbol all the time. But here's my example of it telling me what to look for. And it's simple, wood, and vortex. So that's what we gotta look for. And as you can see, we found it. Now all we gotta do is bring it to the next level where it's actually gonna hatch. Now, as soon as you bring it to the next level, it should immediately start hatching. If not, then you got the wrong one. But as you can see, it just spawned a creature that's basically like an infinite jetpack. Doesn't need fuel, and it can launch a bunch of fireballs, which is pretty cool. Anyhow, you are also going to have to take this guy to the next level. And the next level is supposed to be the final boss, but it actually isn't. You can just skip it by flying all the way up using the hatchimal you just hatched. Now when you get to the top, you should come across some lasers. Now this is when your adrenaline starts to go through the roof, because this is the last obstacle between you and Sunken City. But try to calm down and follow this pattern. You just have to dodge the first laser, then stop flying for a sec, and dodge the second laser, then repeat. The first one is tricky to dodge, but after that, it's easier to predict the other lasers. Note, every 1 second the lasers activate or deactivate. Now if you made it all through that, congratulations! You just got yourself to the entrance of Sunken City. You kind of get to do whatever you want, since the marshmallow doesn't come because it's a boss level. So you just kind of chill for a second, and then take the spaceship to Sunken City. Now, Sunken City is kind of a scary place, especially if you get a dark level, like me right now. I mean, just take a listen to the music. But don't let that intimidate you. Now, in Sunken City, it works kind of differently. Instead of going all the way down to find the exit, you instead gotta go all the way up to find the exit. Now you do not have to spend any bombs or ropes to do so, you can just take these purple things. And you have to do this for 3 levels straight, until you meet the final boss. No! No! Step 6. Meet Mutated Chicken Little. Now, in this boss fight, you're going to have to learn to take him head on. And by that, I mean camping this corner and cooking your bombs for optimal safe game. But before that, in the start of the level, he immediately starts chasing after you until he reaches the very top, where you could say the boss fight begins. So once the level starts, go as fast as you can or he's going to make you fall into all of those spikes. But don't go too fast or you're not going to notice the poison arrow trap like me. Or put yourself in a bad situation like me. But once you make it to the top, you want to blow up any traps that might be in the area. And after, stand still right here in the middle of the floor. Mutated Chicken Little should come up from underneath you, and right before he reaches you, you want to place 4 bombs where you're at, so that way, the next step he takes, the bombs blow up right in his face and make his head lose instantly. But I only put 3, that's why it didn't work. But if that does work, you can just curb stomp the other. Just wait for the water to go by so it won't mess you up. If you mess up though, you can just come up like I said earlier and just cook your bombs and send them down to attack Mutated Chicken Little more safely. And after one of the heads is taken out, curb stomp the other. Now, if you've gone this far, congratulations! You just gotta exit the level to beat the game and collect your classic Spelunky skin. And that's pretty much it. Those are all the steps to reaching and beating Sunken City. Oh yeah, and also, good luck.